Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's always so lovely to meet you here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that we stay energetically connected. Today's affirmation is about letting go of bad habits, bad routines, conditioned behavior, toxic responses, painful reoccurring emotions, and things like that. Today's affirmation is I am enough. Let's say that again. I am enough. So, as people, we all go through many different emotions, many different experiences, circumstances, and believe it or not, our most felt moments are alone. So, a person could have gone through many different things and not have communicated that to another soul, and if so, I'm sure that if there's a communication barrier within that person, it wasn't expressed exactly how it was felt, or it wasn't articulated in a certain way where each emotion was addressed and confessed with pure honesty and vulnerability and zero ego, because that has to be a conscious effort to work on that. And so, let's just say all of your bad habits, routines, conditioned behaviors and responses, painful reoccurring emotions, damaging self-identifiers, and triggering mental replays can be edited and recreated. That's called identifying it, addressing it, allowing yourself to go through the dark night of the soul, and then healing from it, raising your vibrations and making better choices. Clear that karmic debt. We all have karmic debt to clear. That's why reoccurring situations happen into our lives, and we wonder why, if we're paying attention, life keeps repeating itself for us. That's because we haven't paid a karmic debt. That is understanding that we were brought into this world to understand certain things, and understanding that this communication, for example, with this individual comes with a check mark to check that off. And that check mark is green, karmic debt is paid. If that check mark is red, see you back next year. It's just going to be a reoccurring debt that needs to be paid. That's karmic. Karmic is worldly. Karmic is in this world. The debt mean is something that you need to fulfill while you're here, whether it's short term or long term. A karmic debt has to be paid. Everybody has to pay that. And so understand that nothing is so set in stone that you cannot use intentions, discipline, and clarity of purpose to grow out of and replace something better, serving who you're trying to become. With change and faith, or faith and change, all things are possible. When you are stubborn and you refuse to change, you're going to be moved one way or another, regardless if that's moving in a direction continuously Or if that's taking the bull by its horn and said, no, I'm going to take control over my life, over this situation, and I'm going to clear this karmic debt. Now, when you look at that from a karmic debt or from a perspective of debt in general, you're like, okay, I need to fix that. Nobody wants debt. Okay, so karmic debt is something that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be just killed. You gotta kill it. You gotta kill the karmic debt. You gotta check that off and with a green check mark and not a red. And so, for example, let's just say there's a couple who both feel the need to end the relationship. Okay? And let's say that both individuals have had their fair share of disappointment and understand that the relationship is full of toxicity and that it has become extremely draining for both, to the point of no return, to the point of understanding that both individuals need healing, need space, need something more than they're providing each other with. Lots more compassion, love, and so the woman may say, I can't do this no more. You're just not for me. I don't like the way you do XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And the dude is like, well, I'm doing everything that I can to make you happy, and no matter what I do, you're not going to be happy, and blah, blah, blah. Now, the woman followed that up with, you don't do anything for me. You don't make me feel worthy. I'm not into you like I used to be. This is not going to work. And the guy says, you're not gonna, you ungrateful, you're not gonna be able, I'm trying to think of stuff real quick. You're not gonna be able to find anybody because you're so ungrateful. Nobody wants you but me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's stop it right there because I'm trying to prove a point. And the point I'm trying to prove is you can hear the pain and the anguish and the fact that both individuals are fed up, both the fact that neither individual is being hurt by the other, and clearly they don't speak the same love language. There is some trust that has been broken. There is some one-sidedness that was not expressed, and it wasn't expressed into the extent of now one person is backing out. One person is wore out, and so this is starting to display in a behavior that of a person not doing the things that they used to do because it wasn't expressed verbally, or it was expressed verbally in a way where the other person could have understood if they were emotionally available, if they were emotionally mature, if they were in tune with their own feelings and put the pride and the ego aside to be able to receive the message and not to feel as though they were being attacked. Because before the pointing of the finger occurred, I'm sure that this communication was not to be expressed in a disrespectful manner, but to let them know, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And we don't necessarily, we as people don't necessarily understand the power in saying, I apologize. Hey, I would like to talk to you. My communication may seem brash, but this is what I'm trying to express to you, because in this moment I'm feeling vulnerable, I'm feeling taken advantage of, I'm feeling uncomfortable, uneasy, to the point where it is not allowing me to sit tidy within my soul, and I'm not peaceful within, and this is something that eats at me all of the time, and I'm afraid to express this to you. I'm afraid to be vulnerable to you. I'm afraid that you will reject what I'm saying and not understand me, when all I want is you to listen with intention, to understand me rather than listen to respond. Now, that is a mouthful, and that is so hard to do, and to say, you hurt my feelings, in a calm, healthy communication manner, to just be like, okay, you hurt my feelings, and this is what I didn't like. This is what I would like not to happen again, because this makes me feel XYZ way. Communication like this with the individual who has who is emotionally mature, this conversation can go a long ways. This conversation can provide peace and trust in a situation that could have gone negatively, or a situation that could have shattered into pieces. Releasing the ego is a very, very difficult thing to do, that has to be put into practice. And looking at a place of compassion and finding the right words to express how you feel. And for like example, I'm a very communicative person. I need communication. I need honesty. I need to be completely vulnerable when I'm expressing myself to someone, no matter what that is, because that allows me to trust you. And so the difference of peeling my layers back and not peeling my layers back is not providing me with the comfort that I can come to you and I can speak to you and let you know exactly what my deepest desires are, without judgment, without the need to try to fix what it is I'm saying, to not discredit my feelings as if it is not worthy of acknowledgement, especially when I'm trying to communicate with you and let you know. It just put me in a safe place to know that I have a listening ear, just like I give a listening ear, and to, like I said, to not judge me, and to receive my message. And regardless if it's just like I receive, I'm good with that, you know. And to be completely honest, I'm like water, so I love to deep dives in the depths of conversation and feelings and emotions and fantasies and goals and plans and all of the things. Like, I like to talk about things like that. I like to divulge in my day, and I like to just share some really deep things, and ones that is off my chest and is communicated in a manner and is energetically like calm and received. It makes me so happy, and that's one way to get to my heart, is to receive me and to listen intensely. I love that. So enough about me. Practice listening from an unbiased point of view. Practice empathy. Practice shedding the ego. Practice, and I understand it's not easy to trust just any person. It's not, with so much fuckery going on in the world today. You know, you have to really be cautious of who you can trust, But the truth of that statement is everybody is hurting and everybody needs healing. That's just period. So when you can find someone who sticks by your side, or someone that's a genuine good influence on you, that someone that besides going in and doing the work and facing the dark night of the soul within yourself, it's good to have positive and healthy influences around you, because that matters. The way that you communicate matters. When you're around somebody who communicate effectively, it is bound to rub off on you. Just like when you're around somebody who doesn't communicate, that will rub off on you as well. Okay? So, don't forget to set your intentions to be more understanding and to open up. And I know it's hard. I know it can seem impossible, especially when you're dealing with a very difficult and toxic relationship in general. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. But just in general. So it's very important to be mindful and pick your people like fruit. Be very, very, very cautious. Be very, very aware, and be able to identify when something is not right, and right then and there where it needs to be put down, rather than you looking at an individual and saying, hey, I'm gonna make this person my project and fix them. If you are not a person who does that as a profession, that is not for you to do. You can be a person's friend, but get into a relationship with someone who's already toxic, and neither of you have a solid foundation, or are not aware of your spiritual roots or your physical roots as far as that goes, the foundation is not going to be one that is that will actually stand the test of time. So it's just really important to understand what we're doing to ourselves and what we're doing to others. And even if you are that person that know that you are in a very, very bad place and that you need healing, for you to be a fair and brave individual and tell the person or people that you are affiliated with in a romantic sense, and to be honest and say, this is what I want from you. This is what I enjoy. This is what I enjoy about us. However, this is what's going on with me. This is what I'm uncomfortable to tell you and express to you. This is my insecurity. This is what makes me behave the way it is. This is what I still don't understand about myself. This is what I'm working hard to do. It's literally a list of things, and you have to want to be able to deep dive within yourself to understand where it is that you're going wrong, and have faith. Have faith in the divine, into helping you to solve this karmic debt, this problem that you are having, and to raise your vibrations, to heal, and to get on with manifesting the things that is actually meant for you. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.